This ride's gonna probably go into darkness, I'm sure. Let's feel that suspension. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up? Duff here. Welcome to my initial ride on the Inmotion P6, the wheel everyone has been talking about. Now, to be factually correct, this isn't actually my very first time I've ridden the wheel. I've been on this wheel twice actually, both times with no gear, both times for only a couple minutes, once up at the P6 demo at Rob's house, and then once when I got home here, just took it up and down the street a few times with no gear on. So it's not technically my first ride on here, but it's the first ride that I am video recording, right? So everyone knows that unless it's on video, it didn't happen. So this is my first ride by that definition. So me getting an opportunity to test this wheel kind of came around suddenly and unexpectedly. Albert reached out to me and let me know about the P6 demo that was going on in conjunction with PEV Connection, and which I knew about. But he asked me if I wanted to have the wheel for a period of time to test it out after the demo 2 days, and I'm like, oh, it'd be stupid to say no, right? So yeah, here it is. So I made arrangements to drive up there Sunday evening. Got home after 11. It was a lot of driving, over 6 hours of driving, but the end result is here I am with the Inmotion P6. My plans are to do any and all kind of testing that I can come up with. That's something that I am, that's in my wheelhouse. Obviously, we're not going to be trying to break Max Berger's 86 mile an hour top speed, but we'll be doing everything else that I normally do with wheels. See how this wheel works for someone that's an average rider. I'm an average rider, and I don't go crazy fast, I don't go crazy long, but this wheel has the ability to do both things, go crazy fast and be crazy long, which is nice in the way that it removes the concern I would have for restrictions on either category. I don't have to ever worry about going fast enough to put myself in danger or running out of range. From what I see, I plan to do a range test on this. Yeah, all kinds of fun stuff awaits. Now, my initial feedback here, this wheel is not light. It's, I'll have to look up the exact weight. It's between 100 and 110 pounds, I believe. It's not light. And when it's at a standstill, you can tell that it is not a light wheel. But it is balanced. Once I get on the wheel, there's no adjustment really that I felt like I had to do. I felt comfortable pretty much right away. P6 sports the same awesome full color screen, big full color screen that's on the V12S. That's great. It looks more at home on a P6 because it's a bigger wheel. But that's a huge plus to me. I love the screen on both that wheel and this wheel. So a lot of times when I know I'm getting a wheel to demo, I'll try to work my schedule around it. And again, because this was kind of last minute, I didn't have the opportunity to do so. So I got this on Sunday. Today is Wednesday. I've had work, and then I've had things I had to do after work, and it gets dark early now, so I don't have a lot of light. This ride's gonna probably go into darkness, I'm sure. Let's feel that suspension. Oh yeah. That's the one thing I noticed right away on my initial rides. The suspension on this is plush, which I know other reviewers have mentioned, but I can confirm that this just feels fantastic. It is the most plush suspension that I have ever experienced on a wheel, and I've tested a lot of them. Love, love, love the suspension on the P6. I have no particular destination picked out here, no solid game plan, just gonna ride around for a little bit and get a feel. Go in a few spots where I can pick up the speed a little bit. So far my top speed on this ride has been 34 miles an hour without trying at all. We have work hour traffic going on, so I'm going to be conscious of that. Comes a guy on an e-bike. E-bikes are everywhere, man, down here, everywhere. They're so prevalent that we're having issues with legislation going on. But we can talk about that in another video. Handling these sidewalk transitions and stuff, butter smooth. Feels so good. seems like they kind of took what was in the V12S and made it better, suspension-wise, because the V12S is really good, but this is definitely a notch above the V12S and any other suspension system that I've tried, Fast Ace included. They did a fantastic job with this suspension. Even though you did see Marty get bucked off going down the stairs in the P6, which evidently was because he had too high of a rebound setting set on the shocks. But universally, people have been raving about this suspension system, including him. So when I do my speed runs, which again are not going to be real speed runs compared to real speedsters out there, but when I do them, my version, it will be here. It will be here probably on the little pathway back here, which is generally lightly traveled. I don't ever do speed bursts when there's people around, so this is where you'll be seeing them. One thing about this particular wheel, this is a pre-production model. You know, it's a demo that's been going around the country. This was the demo that Marty had out in California. When it got to Florida, Albert actually changed the tire. I guess there were some complaints of handling characteristics when it got here, and they put on a Michelin Pilot Street 2. That's what's road tire on here. So, and I'm a fan of that tire. I've used that in various wheels, so it feels good. I mean, this wheel feels super stable. We maxed out at 36 now at this point, and it feels planted. It does not want to move, and that's a good thing, because if you're going high speeds, you want to feel like the wheel doesn't care. And that's what the P6 feels like to me, at least so far. It's a good looking wheel, isn't it? It's a real good looking wheel, and it just feels substantial. You know, it's like it's the most powerful wheel out there, 235 volts subsystem, but it has features for days, has some of the best feature sets, which I'll go over. Great features, great accessories that come with the wheel. I told, or I didn't tell anybody, but I posted on my social media that, to me, if I had to give a quick description of what the P6 reminds me of, it's a luxury, high-performance vehicle, like a I don't know, like a Lamborghini, except more reliable, hopefully. It's that good. You know, I've ridden dozens of wheels, and I can't tell you one that has felt higher quality than this so far. Honest to goodness. Let's just pop off here again. Yep. It's literally like a big 100-pound pillow that's catching you. My riding weight, just for reference, let's see, I probably weigh 185-ish pounds with gear, 195, and yeah. Now I haven't tweaked the suspension. I've left it exactly how it was when they did the demo. I'm not sure exactly what all they've changed on it. Albert did tell me some of the technical details about the shock. There are some differences that I'll get into with this shock compared to anything else out there, but that's all for later. It's for later. I just realized I didn't finish up my thought when it has to do with my testing availability for this wheel. Like I said, you know, this week I have to work, and the only time I can really get out is after work, and that kind of limits what I can do. But the good news is, starting Friday, I am off. I am off all the way through Thanksgiving. So I'm going to have a bunch of days available to test this wheel. So I'm excited, and that just coincidentally worked out. But yeah, I'm going to have this through Thanksgiving, and I'm going to have some fun. Now, the biggest problem I'm seeing is, you know, when the P6 was announced, I'm like, yeah, it seems like a great wheel, you know, great specs, but you know, it's not a cheap wheel, $5,000, right? I'm like, oh, you know, I don't need to spend $5,000. But now I'm concerned that I'm going to have this extended hands-on experience with the wheel. I'm going to want it. I'm going to want the P6. Even though I don't need it, I'm going to want it. So we'll see what that winds up with, or how that story winds up. But that is a concern of mine. It's a good problem to have, I guess. But yeah, it has entered my mind. All right, so I'm going to go up here and I'm going to hit these speed bumps, these big speed bumps on Lakewood. You know, hitting them at a decent speed just to see how the suspension feels there. But then I'm probably not going to do much more. The daylight is fading, and the GoPro is not the best camera for low light riding. Headlight is adjustable. I know it's adjustable. It has a nice wide throw. It fills up the entire lane here. But I think it's just on a hinge, I believe. but it seems to be, let's see. I probably could extend a little bit further right now, but oh man, that's so easy. It's just easy, man. Ay, it's easy. It's funny, it weighs, you know, similar to the V13. You know, I have a V13, 22-inch V13, but it doesn't have that heavy, almost klutzy feel that I have with the V13 until I ride it for a while. Even though this is a heavy, dense wheel, it doesn't feel like it when you're riding it. This is the first wheel I've had in a while where I feel confident just staying on these cars' tails here on Lakewood. Because usually these speed bumps can kind of make my other wheels little, I don't know, tipsy when you hit them. But I'm just hitting these full speed, not even slowing down at all with the P6. The pads I have on the P6 are the stock pads that come with the Inmotion pads that come with the V12S. I think to get more speed out of the wheel, I'm going to have to move them forward a little bit. I'm hitting them a little bit too early to get a lot of forward lean on the wheel, so I will probably be shifting that pad position a little bit, so I can feel it sort of limiting my forward movement as they are currently set up. One thing that would be nice is if I could ride seated on this wheel. As is right now, I don't believe I would be able to. I'm curious if I just throw a yoga block on there just as a test, if that would be high enough to allow me to sit, because the only wheel I can comfortably sit on is the V13. If I could come up with a way to comfortably sit on the P6, it will kind of make the V13 not necessary. So that will be one of the experiments I will be looking into. Enjoy I don't know how well the GoPro shows, the beautiful colors in the sky right after sunset. I was curious if this thing had a kill switch, and yeah, the button, the main power button also kills it. If you hit it just quickly once, it will kill it. Good to know. All right, so there is my first ride experience. It's pretty great. Pretty great first ride experience. Probably one of the best ones I've ever had. Let's see, on that ride I got up to 36 miles an hour as my top wheel speed without trying very hard. It just feels planted, stable. I would say another word I would use to describe this, another phrase I would use to describe this is confidence inspiring. You feel like the wheel has you. You know, you don't have to worry about unexpected things happening when you're riding this. It feels, I don't know. I was not nervous about it at all. I had a conversation with Marty a little while ago how ever since I had my crash back in October of last year, I guess we should wait till the song finishes. Okay, it's done. Anyways, yeah, I said like ever since that I've been a little gun shy about going faster. It just, I don't know, something doesn't feel great about it. So I'm thinking that this might be the wheel to make me feel better about it. We shall see. So anyways, look for a lot of P6 content over the last week, 10 days, something like that. I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff. I'm gonna be doing a different kind of range test than I've ever done previously on this kind of wheel. It's gonna be more urban, more just normal around town riding. It's gonna probably take a long time because this wheel's it's gonna probably get 70 miles plus of range. So we shall see what happens with that. So anyways, if you found this video interesting, please think about giving it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you're going to subscribe, you can hit the notify bell. It's over there somewhere. In the description below, I have my affiliate links for Inmotion to buy not only the P6, but all their other wheels. They're currently running their Black Friday sale. There's some spectacular deals on their Black Friday deal. The V11 for like, what is it, 1,300 bucks? 300 bucks off the, no, 400 bucks off the V12S. You can get a V12S for $19.99, which is one of my favorite wheels. A V9 for $9.99. So yeah, all kinds of great deals to be had there. Or if you wanna invest in what is the highest performing, most impressive wheel that I've seen announced in a long time, buy a P6. Buy a P6. So anyways, yeah, all kinds of great stuff to come up in the future. And big thanks. It is Thanksgiving, right? They say Thanksgiving, you're supposed to be thankful on Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for lots of things. My life has been really good this last year or so. Thankful for all that. But also I am thankful to Albert and Inmotion for allowing me to test this wheel. Wasn't expected, but it's something to be thankful for. I'm already grateful. So anyways, that's it. Enough rambling for now. Until next time, Duffman out. Let's do a quick test of this locking trolley handle. a similar concept to their other wheels, but a totally different implementation of it. Feels good, feels solid, easy to grab, easy to control, and again, you just have a single lever there to bring it up or put it down. Seems solid to me.